Hi everyone, welcome to the painting of the dog on the beach. This is a sketch of the Corgi and I'm using a rubber elastic rubber to remove some of the sketch. After this, I will have a first layer of the painting. However, I'm so sorry that I forget to press the button and therefore we didn't have a chance to see it. But afterwards, the process is quite fluid and I was able to record everything. So I hope you enjoyed this painting. I really love it. At this part, I talk about the lighting come from the right upper side of the doggy and the shadow part, and basically where the shadow won't follow. But don't worry, I won't repeat it very often according to along the video. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this painting. So what I did is that I add some pink here at first and some yellow ochre to where I see yellow ochre in the painting, and I can go over the places that is actually quite dark, can be quite dark, and then I add darker color to the area that I see dark. I add some blue where I see there's some shadow but very light, especially on the face, and then I put ultramarine for the shadow part of the painting of the dog, and then I started to put yellow ochre and raw umber to the sand part. Then I forward to I started to work on the sky and also on the more like aqua blue for the oceans. A little bit of purple here. I don't know why I see purple, but very light one on closer to the sand. Later on, there is a little island here, and that is the first wash. I'm so sorry to forget to record. I was very excited, and this is the first time I talk when I paint, so sorry. Now we go to the second part. We still need to do wet on wet. So before was wet on wet, I wet all the painting, all the paper. I wet even the board. So now we will go to the second layer, which I will use wet on wet, because we still need some lots of softness. One thing about they said about the ugly stage of the painting is and trust the process. Yeah, it is the ugly stage of the painting because very simple. The value is kind of, there's like very light value here. There's maybe value number 2 and 1, 2 and maximum 3. So there's no this layer number 4 here, 4, 5 here, value number 4 and 5 here, and therefore there's no like the darkest dark and the lightest light yet. We see the lightest lights here, but there's no the darkest dark yet. Therefore the painting look like very blur and very, yeah, it's look weird. But soon we will add some darkest dark, and we can see that the dog started to popping up onto the painting, and it's going to be fun. So again, it's not about trusting the process, it's about the understanding the value, and then, well, that's part of the process too. But I would say not knowing why there's such a process and we just trust it, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't trust. I need to know a bit more about why this process doesn't look so nice. So now you know. I will paint the eyes now.
I can go with these tiny, very small. I'll go with brown first. Very brown here. And even outside. Down here. You can see one go up here. Go up here. And you see its connection line here. Basically, that's the shape, this form of the dog. See some line here. Okay. And we go to this guy. This side. I don't go with black yet because we can always add black at the end. Okay, so now we do some interesting negative painting of the hair here, popping out. Okay. Then we see that they use a lot of, what call it, burnt sienna here, very light. Actually, we can do it later, don't worry. Oh, which the part is recording. It is come from my headset. Where is it? I don't know. It's weird talking to myself all the time, you know? Okay. Just dry very quickly. That's good. Burnt sienna. Outside some of the orange. Very light orange. I see it here. See it here. So right now we but we are working on around the eyes. Some part of the eyes. So we focus on the eyes, and later on we focus on different part. But for now, we are at the eyes, and it's okay. Yes, this is some orange here, some orange here, some orange go down here. Can go down here. And because it's all connected, so sometimes you get lost, like, oh, we need to focus on the eyes, we need to focus on the eyes. And it's alright, you will get there. You need to focus back on the eyes. It's always, I think I have some sort of ADHD. So I'll be like, oh, where did I start? Where did I forget? Can go to the nose, a little bit of the nose. I'd go with again blue ultramarine first to the lighter part here, and try to shape out the nose. And especially we have to paint from light to dark. So ultramarine will be the lighter part, and then we add more darker part to the darker area. Like here, be the darker area. These nails are quite small for this painting. I wouldn't spend so much time here. The darkest part would be the inner part of the nose itself, nostril. Is that what you call nostril? For non-native English people to say nostril, it's very hard. Nostril. Here we go. Tiny, tiny nostril. All the way in. And sometimes you see only my head because I don't see much. Okay. Some part here. And some part here. People ask me why the painting, smaller painting, is almost as expensive, or the same price that I put now, as the bigger painting, because smaller painting doesn't mean we spend less time on it, we actually spend more time. It's very hard now to actually fixing, because it's so such a small area. If we mess up something, it's very hard to clean up, very hard to clean up. And also this tiny thing can go very far. Can go just a little bit more. I see some black here. I see some black here. That's some of his hair. And then I have to clean the edges because we don't want it too sharp. It's very soft. When you want it soft, you clean the edges. Just like that. Just like that. Oh. I don't know if you guys listen to me, so I'm just... Most of my YouTube video has about now how many people watching? 68. 100. And you watch for like 30 seconds beginning. So I know that I will just talk to myself for a very long time. And I'm not going to take myself too serious because not many of you watch me doing this. And if actually you do, you know, put it on the comment section. I'll be very surprised if you hear me now rumbling through the eyes. Rumbling through the eyes. Rumbling. Talking to myself and then saying. So eyes. Now I'm using black to the outer part of the eyes. And then go down. Upper part. Go down. Once you understand the eyes of the dogs, I find it super easy to make it like you can see the soul of the dog through the eyes. I agree. And it's not that hard, at least for me. I try my best to explain how it works, but understand the autonomy of the eyes of the cat, of the dog and the cat is the main success. It will bring you success. It doesn't have to be success, you know. Not everything in life have to be a success. I learned it my hard way. Everything in life can be just the way it is. So now you see, so small. Meaning that we have to change our water very often. And then it's so small to move, to correct. Okay, more black here. It's almost done with the eyes here. Now this guy has something very special and I try to make it like double lid of the dog. Ah! Do I have it here? No. Only this side you see double lid. Okay. I spent a lot of time on the eyes. At least 15 minutes on the eyes. And that's why it's so intricate, it's so real. Because I really put a lot of time here. Understand the eyes, autonomy, the area. Make sure there's connecting lines between the part. Make sure that there's a form. Make sure that it's look alright. It's look real. You need to look real. Otherwise people will be like, oh my god, this is not my dog. No, it is your dog. But I never heard that. People are very happy with my painting. And I'm very happy with that too. Okay. A bit of more of this. You know, because here is darker, I will put some of the blue here. Some of the blue here. And then smoosh it. Smoosh it. Okay. Some of the blue here. Okay. Now, waiting for this part to dry, we go to this part. This is darker in this area. Darker here. Darker here. So we'll add some color. I would say I see some of the yellow ochre. And I would add some with the blue. And here we go. One here, one here. Here. And here. Okay. Shifting color. Go here. Lifting up here. Again, I'm already moving too fast to the other part. Okay. Now, dry. Good, dry. See, there's some bluish here. There's some bluish here. The lines come from here, remember? And this is his muzzle here and here, like this. So come from here, soften the edges, but we know that it's there. There's a line. You have a move the thingy here. Okay. Darker here. So just emphasize on that. Even though it's just black, I'm happy to put some blue. Again, we need to think about the eyes, but okay. It's all connected. And we need to go back and forth for the eyes to make it connecting to other parts of the painting. Otherwise, it's look too separated, and you don't want it too separated, right? So I see that there's a thing here connecting to here. It's okay to make some connection, and then connecting to all the way up here. So that's create the eyes. Okay. Here. The eyes is here. Fluffy, fluffy, fluffy. Very soft spot here. And we know that it's gonna go all the way down here. So make some mark. Oh my god, soften it. Just more. So what do we have here? Here, maybe a bit darker here. I know we are still the eyes, but because the eyes connecting to other spot of the painting, so we can't just, it's more like the face, I would say. Then my way of doing it, just go around it too. And then emphasize these two parts that we think we need to emphasize, like this part, connecting part. Okay, so now this is more yellow color, and more this is one more like brownish. So I will wet this one and drop some color. Okay, maybe a bit more. Wait until it's dry, and then think more about this part. I'm gonna add some color here, very light, very subtle. Okay, now out go. I need it to dry. Basically, this is the eyes. Okay, I would add, if you want to, a bit, emphasize this part, emphasize a bit of this part. And if I really want to push it, I'll go to my tiny, tiny, tiny brush, and then I go, can you see, I hope. Make it more pop, more pop, more prominent. Eyelid, eyebrow. darker here. Maybe a bit of darker here. Darker here. Alright. I feel like this part is a bit messy. So clean it up a bit. It doesn't have to be messy. Do I like talking when I paint? So far, it's alright. Maybe I will enjoy it a bit more. Alright. So this part is a bit dry. That's good. Just softening some area. This part needs to be softened too. Okay, this is dry. So, what am I doing? I create and then soften it. I think that's about it for the eyes. Maybe improve it later. Now I see, so now you see dark, dark, dark. The painting is a bit better. Yeah. Now we can go attacking the ears. The darkest part is around. Basically now we spend like an hour just to do the face. Yes. When I say an hour, I'm laughing a bit because I didn't pay attention how much time I spent on one painting. I really don't. Because it's gonna take as long time as it needs. And if I put pressure on it and be like, oh, this painting needs to be 1 hour, never. The painting normally is a few settings. It can be very long. But since I understand the process now, things are a bit easier for me, a bit faster for me too. And I'm very happy about that. Now we don't want it too soft. I mean too hard. We want it soft. It's still very soft now. We don't go to the detail yet. So now we don't wet the whole painting. We wet area, so we have more control on it. Yes, I do put some color already, but it's alright. Don't stress yourself so much. It's just a painting. I used to stress a lot. Like, oh my god, am I doing right? Am I doing not right? It's all gonna okay. See, so now you drop some dark color. Some dark color here. Some dark color here. Maybe this is a bit too early and too sharp. Wait, clean it up. It's already dry so fast. Add color, add water, guys. Maybe go down here. So, oh no, let's see. Drop, drop, drop. I wonder why I love painting pets so much. They are very cute. I find a lot of fun time painting them. But also I think the most fun part is to find reference photo. To sit down and just like, oh, this is so cute! And that's mainly the reason why I like it so much. not sure. Should I drop some white part here? Anyway. Yeah, I like them. They are cute. Okay, the ear is almost there. So, clean up a bit here. Okay. Clean up a bit here. You know, toilet paper is your best friend. Sometimes my house running out of toilet paper, and I'm worried it's not because of my toilet time, but actually I don't have toilet paper for my painting. That's what I'm worried about. All right, now I like to paint the, you know, when I do this for you guys, I don't go all over the places. I have to very think like, okay, I want you to focus on this area, and then I focus on this area for you. But to be honest, when I paint myself, I go all over the places like, oh, I want to do the tongue. But no, you know. Why do that? Why move a lot of places? Because I need to wait until this one to dry. Okay, I will make it dry. And now what? And now I go this area again. And then I go this. So if you want to make realistic painting, you gotta spend some time to just the important area, which is the eyes now, the face. Sometimes you have to go very detailed. Sometimes you just don't have to. For this part, I'm gonna go very detailed. And it's alright. It's like chocolate area. And then tint it a bit. Very detailed. See, now you have something nice. Very detail here. Very detail here. You don't have to go detail everywhere, but this is important area that you want to make sure there's some level of detail. Because if everywhere is detailed, the painting looks too stiff. You want some area is detailed, especially closer to the eyes, to the face, to the ears. Some area, you can let it loose. Like in life. Sometimes you want to be very detailed. Sometimes we need to let it go. And let it go is an important part of the journey. Again, I don't think you listened to me until now. So I'm just rambling. The thing is that if I start talking, I cannot stop. So I just keep talking. Please bear with me. I find it very funny. The artists who talk too much. Probably me. You know, I get so bored. And then I learn to become stand-up comedy. Talking and painting at the same time is not easy. Alright, maybe I just tell you what I'm doing right now. So I'm finding the darkest dark of the ears, and I just put it there. And right now the technique is wet on dry, because now it's become more, it's a third layer, and it's become more accurate. I need some level of detail and accuracy, so that's why we are using more of these techniques. So be careful here, because here we see lots of, maybe here, here, to be honest, here. And here they will transition to a different part of the hair. So very nice. Is watercolor easy? That's a perception. I think watercolor is not easy. I choose watercolor because it's easier to access, to get access. It's easier to clean. It's easier to, kind of like softer to the environment. So I choose watercolor. But to master watercolor, probably never. It's such a diverse medium, but also very demanding. Very demanding. Okay. So now we go down here. Color shifting. Okay, here. So now we're going down. So it's quite nice. Going down to the face here. It's gonna be fun. So I think we almost, it's kind of done. Like, yeah, one of his hair here. Okay. Some of the eye selection. Normally it's go like that. It's like a triangle of the eye, because lift, you don't see the triangle so much. But there's a connection line. I like it. Okay, some, again, similar here. I'm gonna twist a bit. Details. Sometimes we go a bit too sharp. We can blur them. We can always blur them. And it's alright. It's alright. I use the word alright a lot because it is. Don't stress so much on a painting. It's supposed to relax you, not to make you feel like piece of shit. Again, I don't think anybody hear me what I'm saying here. I'm just rambling, to be honest. And if you can hear me, again, let me know. Okay. Okay. Alright. I'm hot. I'm recording for 41 minutes already. I'm kind of tired. But here, we have some color dropping soon. And here, we have some color dropping. Some color dropping. A very small color dropping brush could be what? There's another color dropping drop smaller. So we use smaller brushes. Yeah. Drop. Drop here. We don't call it paint, we call it drop. Because literally, I don't paint, I just drop color, drop it like it hard, drop it like it hard. I hope I'm funny to you guys if you're listening to me. Otherwise, I'm having fun Oh la la, Linh. So here we have some kind of purple pink-ish situation. I would say purple, yellow ochre to desaturate, and some pink. Yep, would make it a perfect combo. And go up here. I don't know why it's purple. Why is pink here? Oh, maybe it's because it's wet. Okay, maybe not. And then green, and here is a bit inside, like some shadow. So a bit darker. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. A bit darker. And that's the hair direction, the fur direction. So go tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. Here we wet a bit, just a bit, not too much. Okay, and the color is dark here. Okay, now go here. I would not have some purple situation too, but it's darker side, so we make it a bit darker. Okay. And then did I mess up something? No, it's just here. A darker fur. Go down here. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, a little dark here. Sometimes just a suggestion. My bad, I put lots of things on my hands. Okay, now the tongue. We wait for this part to dry, that's why I go to the tongue. Because you don't want to use a hair dryer all the time. Yeah, you don't want to do that. A very light wash of pink. Very light. I like this color. Very light. Very light. Then lift, because there's sun come here. So this area will be white. This area also whiter. And you can have some dark pink with pink. And then try to go here because it's very dark. Then boop, that will be the darker side of the tongue. This could be the darker side of the tongue. This could be the darker side of the tongue. And we go here. Am I missing something? No. And then here. Here, a little bit. A little bit of his, I don't know how you call it. Gum. Yeah, I got it. I gotcha. Here. Here. Okay. It's coming to life. Don't worry. I gotcha. So now, fluff. I make weird sound when I paint. You ask me. No, actually, I ask myself that maybe you wouldn't want to hear what I say. So I'll say blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. A level blah 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 blah. Now, detail. We need some detail. A bit of detail. So let's go all the way up. Here. Go down. Go down. Go down. Okay. There's some mix of purple and pink here. So mix purple and pink. Could be reflection of the gum. And tiny part of the black here. Okay, looks good. Tiny part of the da 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 da. Do you have a moment in time when you're just like, I don't know what I do with my life? This thought is keep recurring in my head. I am doing what a fun thing to do. And then I add some darker shade here, just because I see more darker shade. Darker shade. Yeah. I see that there's no need to do it here, so I clean it up. Ah! Okay, I'm happy. I am happy. See, so you can see the whiter part, shadow. You want to do something like more fun. I see this. Oh, yeah. I see this. Oh, yeah. And then, if I make it more, even more fun, I drop some color here. Okay. And then make it soft. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. You see here, this very dark, darker, darker, darker. Later on, we'll make a wash all over it to make this area more harmonized. Okay, now the face is almost there. The rest doesn't have to be too accurate outside. Something about the eyes that I wanted to improve. So I will improve the eyes a little. Just so that there's some connection line here. 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 Some connection line. Yeah, I'm happy. Some. Yep, next door. Keep banging. Keep banging. See some. I see the blue sky, da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. And I see your face in a wonderful world. Okay. This is wonderful to be able to paint. It will be more like wet on wet here. Not too wet on wet. More like grayish wash. I'll put it here. This time I use white and I mix with some of my, so I use white and I mix with some of my muddy color to to communicate that this is some soft color here. So sorry for the construction. You know that's why. That's why I didn't talk much on screen. And I just paint. I find that I put too much here, so I will remove. Tap. Okay. 3. Okay. Don't worry, you're gonna be fine. Now, I go down here. Actually, I will paint the dark part now because we already have colors for the not so dark part. I think after this I will take a break. I'm tired. If you listen until now, I am very surprised. And I'm very honored to have you here. So, bum. I see lots of burnt sienna here. And I want to add some of the orange-ish. And I move it here. So, it's very hot now. And when I turn on the fan, blow directly to me, this thing dries super fast. And we don't want that. You want this one to dry simple and easy. Slow, sorry. So that we can paint a bit longer. So so now I'm looking for like area that make the distinctions of the shape of the dog. So here is the legs and the body area. Here is his shadow. His shadows actually come from here. Yes, somebody texting me. Somebody call me 911. Remember back then? And now, drop. Some black part here. The dog is a bit wet. I think he just come back from the ocean. Some wet parts, so put it here. He's like, after swimming, he needs some time to sunbathe. What a good life, dog. Doggy, what a good life. Good for you. Clean up some edges. Drop it like it hot. Sometimes I feel like I just want to be a dog sometimes. Life is so easy. Just need to be cute. I mean, basically, if you're cute, life is a bit easier, don't you? Don't you think? Ah, my friend. So, I think so. Be like, oh my god, why you think good looking people have a difficult life? No, I don't think so. Because I experienced a life of not too good looking person. It's not easy. I mean, it doesn't mean I'm angry or I'm sad. I'm just being very realistic. But you know what? This is a painting session. Let's not talk about it. Let's focus on the painting itself. Why do I go all the way down here? ADHD me. So now I spread the brush so that I can make movement like this. And go wiggle, 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 wiggle. But it's dry here, so we don't want to do anything too crazy. Okay. Now, because it's dry here, we will come back here. Bum, 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 bum. I sing again, and I sing again, and I sing again, and the night, do, 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 do. And I sing. Sorry. So I'm strengthening this area, the darker shade here of the dog. I shouldn't do too many times, but I think this is the last part, the last layer we do here, and we can really move on to other part. Da, 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 da. What do you do? What do you listen to when you paint? Obviously now you listen to me, but in general, what do you listen to when you paint? I listen to some Buddha teaching. I think that we all need to listen to it. The world will be a much better place. Am I Buddhist? You know what? Let's not talk about religion. My bad. My bad, my bad, my bad. I don't know what is it. This is here. Anyway, this looks funny. Something super dark, super pinky, pinky, something like that. Yeah, doesn't need to emphasize too much. As you can see, my brain goes to many miles per hour, and I need to stop it sometime. Do I? Many miles. So we're just suggesting that there's some fur down here. I don't need to paint all the fur, but we're suggesting that, oh, there's some fur here. Oh, it's wet again. Dry so quickly. Oh, there's some fur down here. Where did I put it? Here. Ta 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 ta. Ta 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 ta. Ta ta ta. Ta 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 ta. And then some fur here. Ta 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 ta. And then some fur here. Ta 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 ta. Okay. I think that's quite good. Alright, because we still need to wait for this one to dry. We go down here and we go through the feet. There'll be more blue outside in this area. Blue ultramarine. I love blue ultramarine. Blue ultramarine. Da 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 da. 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 Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. mom told me don't sigh. I'm not sighing. I'm just catching some breath. Okay. The girl just need to breathe. Dun, 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 dun. Visualization. So, me rambling, talking about life. Why do you paint? Paint really calmed me down. I think I am still a very active person. I am a very active person. And I can't stand still. I need to do something all the time. And I don't know how to rest properly. And I was a bit lost with my life for many times, for some times. And I think many people lost. Not lost, but just need to redirect their life a little. And I explore art. I used to paint a lot as a kid, but then my family was like, you'll be poor as an artist. And now here I am. Am I poor? I don't say so. I don't think so. I have relatively quite happy life. I'm so happy that I can paint, and then, you know, I can paint and I can actually make a living from it. This is amazing. I never thought I could do it. Never. But here I am doing this painting. And I would never thought that I can explain things for you guys. I never thought I had the ability to do it. I'm trying now. We'll see how it's gonna go. But anyway, here is the shadow part. And I'm mixing ultramarine with umber and with burnt sienna. And I make this movement to show that this is fur. To emphasize that this is fur. By the way, what kind of dog is that? Is that like mix of Corgi or something? Though I love dogs, but I can't really tell the name of the dogs, the race. I know some, don't get me wrong, but not like colors I want to spend time and learn. Actually, I should. I really should. Shouldn't I? Emphasizing this area. Still a bit damp here. I don't want to risk it. Okay, I will do this magic thing. You know when something
This should be the last layer of the side of the dog here. Because see, it dries so quickly. Today things are quickly dry. Because it need to be maybe 3 layers, otherwise it would get a bit muddy and it's not clear. But if you need more than 3 times, it's still okay. No one is judging you. As long as the painting is beautiful and you like it, you appreciate it, I think it's all good. But I also don't want to put too much, not effort, but layers, because going around doesn't do much for painting outside. Oh man, this drying so fast. It's already dry. Like, I don't do much and it's already dry. So one more here, 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 one more here. And down here is burnt sienna and white outside. Burnt sienna, so dry. I do this. Down here I will go darker. Maybe add some blue, ultraviolet blue. So let's create the shape of the koi. Ultramarine blue, burnt sienna. It's dark down here. Yep, it should be done. This part has only one layer, I remember, or two. So we will drop out C here. More yellow ochre. This part. And then burnt sienna here. And then I drop some of these painting, some of the blackish here. So there's a transition of the fold of his fur, very dark here, to the not so dark here. And then I add transition, very many transition. almost there. We are almost there, guys. So clean up. We need to wait to dry. So clean up a bit. Do you like pickleball? Asking you a random question, but do you like pickleball? I love pickleball. I'm going to a pickleball tournament in a few days, and I'm very excited. Man, this game is so addictive. I started with, this is just, sometimes I play so that I wait for my Muay Thai gym to reopen because I was training Muay Thai. And now I am full on. I am like, let's pickle, let's go. And I'm spending money to go to tournament. Can you believe? I would say unbelievable. Just need to dry a bit. Hot. So this is dry. You can put like one layer of pink to make it as one part together. Very light layer of pink like this. And this looks good. Some pink here. Because I see the pink there. Some pink here. And this is the light hitting. So it's quite nice. But it's a bit in the dark. So some of the transition color. I see something here. Something here. Something. Just darken it a bit. Not too much. Man, I can do this game forever. All day, every day. Connection line. Connection line. Connection line. Yeah. I think it looks really good now. I like it so much. Now I go really dark here at the shadow. Again, wait for this to dry. Yeah. Shadow. Have to be ultramarine. And I make some of the color before. Yeah. And now I go, hello. Hello, friend. Go. I go really dark, especially here. Don't be shy. Go for it. And I go up a bit like this to communicate that there's some fur here. Some fur here. Go down. Go dark, Sky, go dark. Don't be shy. Go dark. It should be dark. Sometimes I'm talking to myself. I know you're not gonna be shy. It's me. I'm shy. It's me. I'm the problem. So, a little tip, that shadow on the owls far away would be a bit less sharp compared to the shadow closer to us. Why? Because far away is blur, but close to us, sharp. As you see, very sharp here because this one closer to us. Very sharp. Maybe this is not so sharp. We can let it go. We can let it go. Here, sharp, sharp. Okay. And wait until it's completely dry. We can add a layer. Last layer. And stop touching. Okay. Very happy actually. So if you're still listening, what do you do besides painting? Is painting your hobby? Or painting is something that you want to do for the rest of your life? I know, they're crazy. I want to do some sort of communicating that this is sand. And then removing these edges. Sand is a mix of many colors. Sorry. Umber. And then we do like. And a bit like this. It doesn't have to be very uniform. Sorry, have to be when it's closer to us, it's darker. You can even like have some line like this. Some line like this. Over here, and make it less dark. Toilet paper. Again, soft edges, less dark, less dark. I would put something like a bit of blue, because it's reflecting the color. It's a wet sand, and it's reflecting the color of the sky. So it's a bit of blue here. Be careful about, we want to communicate that this is very soft. So, so we clean the edge. Make sure that it's soft. Something like this. Okay. And then started to add some randomness of something, sand being sand, a bit random, sand, something here. Sand. Sand. Blur. Far from us, blur. Close from us, clear. Okay. This part. We want this part is darker on the top, on this far side, on the far, and lighter here. And we already have one layer of wet on wet. We don't need to do it more. And we don't want to emphasize this part. This one should be light and light and not too, this needs to be light and blur. and far away. Should be soft. Soft, soft, soft. Far away. Mountain. Mountain. Okay, this hair's dry in this area. I would do some, maybe destroy this, put it like this. Okay, I would go a bit darker here. Because it's defined. It's defined his structure. So when it's defined his structure, wanna emphasize this area. And now, the most fun part is I'm using pasta. It's even better than gouache for the white part. And as you can see, I use a lot of it. To be super small. It's really bring out the dog. Eyes. Some part here. I'm looking for the whitest white, the brightest bright, and to add some of the pastel or the wash to the painting. I see sometimes you forget, especially in a small painting like this. It's pretty tough to leave white part. In a bigger painting, you have more chances to do that, and you really should. That bring out the character of watercolor, of the paper. But in such small painting, I wouldn't do that. It's very hard to do so. So feel free to use different technique and medium to achieve what you need. Sometimes we even use acrylic for the white part. So it's really up to you. Try different technique, this experience, and then, for example, not very smart. So tilt, move, and move here. And try to do it again. I look like a cat now. Wait for it to dry. Go down here. Go here if you need to. Okay, it's good. think is super nice, and I'm very happy with the result. See, I'm not done. It's never done. But you need to learn when to stop. I think it's pretty cute. I like it a lot. I like it, like it, like it. Anything else? Maybe here. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 Okay, this looks really nice. Time to put my name there. I'm gonna put my name. Yeah. I wanna use marine, my favorite color. Ta-da! Ta-da! Yeah! Love it, guys. It's really good. Like it so much. The shadow of these Corgi on the beaches would be too blue. I put too much ultramarine. So to mix it up, to make it more natural, I add yellow ochre and burnt sienna, which is the color of the sand. Mix it up wet on wet, and it looks much more natural. Looks much more, yeah, natural. Cleaning up the edges, adding a quick some colors, and I'm very happy with the result.